Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rhodes. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Off the play fake. Rhodes. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Rhodes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevail. In that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he works free. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Rhodes. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off play action. Rhodes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers, so that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They go play action. Mayfield. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Aleem McNeil. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Rhodes. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rhodes. Again, it's Johnson. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw on second down, Rhodes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On the ground, it's Harris. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
It's caught by OBJ. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So that one will be accepted. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 46, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes his catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's at the 50. 30, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
McCann for the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Mayfield looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 38, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indians.